morning. It's Wednesday, May 20th. We're going to get together this morning for a little Pilates working the core, the booty, the legs, lengthening out, getting those nice long dancer's legs. If you're just joining us for the first time today, please listen to your body. Take it as it goes. Take a break if you need to. Make sure you have some water around, a little tea maybe, and let's keep this as fun as possible. Always a smile on the face. Having a good time. Are you ready? Let's take it back. Today we are going to be using a chair to start with. And I'm just going to go through a little breathing technique so you can see the pumping of the abdominal area in and up. So in Pilates, it's a little bit different. The breathing is different than in yoga. We want to come to a neutral place, and as we exhale, lift in and up, in and up, in and up. So we're never really breathing down, opening that belly upward. Holding on to the core. Good. Let's start there. Tee off to the side. So I'm just going to show you that breathing technique real quick. So we come from a place of neutral. So instead of breathing into the belly like we do in yoga, opening up, we're going to come back to a neutral place. And as we exhale, we're going to pull in and up. So we're lifting that pelvic floor in and up, in and up, in and up. Great. So let's go ahead and take it back. We're going to start with the chair off to the side. You don't have to use a chair, but you sure can. I'm going to turn the music down just a tidge so I don't feel like I'm yelling at you guys. It's good to see everybody this morning. Rainy day today. This might come back off later. Good, so let's just start with our feet hip width apart. Hand on the hip, hand on the chair. And we'll take that outside leg and just bring it up and push the heel back. So a little hip extension, press back, in and out. Tall upper body. And if again, we can do that without the chair. That's always an option for us. In and out. Lift that knee right up the height of the ASIS, anterior superior iliac spine, in and out. Keep going. Getting a little bit of warm up in there. Again, we can use the chair wherever you're at today. We all start somewhere. Might as well be now. Exhaling, belly in and up. Inhaling, exhaling. Good, hold at the top. And let's extend the toe out. Point the toe here and bend the knee. Breathing. One more. Good. And bring it down. So we can take that chair to the other side. Good. And we'll bring it up and press back. Pressing back. So a little hip extension. And again, if you don't need the chair, that's fine too. Forward and back, working into the booty. Keep going. Exhaling in and up, tiny waist. We have our hands on our waist. We might feel that waist getting smaller with each exhalation. How are we doing today? It'll be another beautiful day. Good. And we'll come back, hold at the top, and point the toe. So we're up, pointing in and out. Lengthen the whole leg. Tiny waist. Exhale. Inhale. Couple more. Tall upper body. And down. Good. Let's take those feet open just a little bit wider. And work those hips around, circular motion. Feels good. Get the juices flowing this morning. Waking up the joints other direction. Nice. And we'll come back to center. Feet hip width apart. Hand on the hip. Tall upper body. We have that perfect posture. Hand on the chair. And we'll extend out to the side. So we're pointing the toe. Lift and cross in the front. Squeeze the inner thighs. Lift. Squeeze the inner thighs. Lift, squeeze the inner thighs. Tiny waist. Exhale through the mouth, blow it out. Control. And bring it down. So we can take that chair to the other side. Lift and down. Abs come in and up as we exhale. Control. One more. Good, and down. So we're going to go into some squats for the hips. So if you're new to class today, you might just take that chair back. And we'll come forward about 8 inches in front of our chair. We're just going to take the seat back and tap down and come up. Down and up. Hi, Dolly. Dolly. Down and up. Sweetie. Down and up. Exhale, tiny waist, and up. Exhale, tiny waist. Hugging the upper inner thighs. Let's hold it right here, and we're just going to do some little lifts and tap the chair. Little lifts, tap the chair. Breathing, tiny waist, pull it in and up. Take those seat bones back. Breathing. Lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits. Take it up, pull the elbows back in and up and down. Tap the chair and up. Take it down and up. Tiny waist. Breathing. Tuning into those core muscles. We're going to get those hips fired up today. Strong little booties. Summer's coming. Even in the rain. We want to be stronger. Those muscles in the glutes, hamstrings, they're what really propels us up the hills in life. Hold it down. Baby taps. Up, down, and up. Blow it out. Hang in there. All the way up. Oh, and open. Let's take those feet wide. And toes turned out. Let's go ahead and just stretch it over. Lifting the rib cage to the sky. Lifting the armpit, lifting the elbow. Feeling that nice stretch down in the QL. A little bit into the obliques. All the way up and switch sides. Reach it over. Lift the rib cage, lift the armpit, lift the elbow. Nice, and all the way up. And heel toe in. Good. So let's go ahead and move back to the beginning. We're going to start with those. Maybe we can set the chair off to the side this time. We'll see how we do, how our balance is. Good. So we'll bring that right knee up and press back. Up and press back. Exhaling, tiny waist. Stay with me. Keeping that upper body nice and tall, shoulders back. Hold at the top, point, extend, in and out. And down. Good, and let's do the other side. Left knee comes up. Press back through the heel. Extend the leg. Up and out. Tiny waist, abs come in and out. Always have more balance on one side than the other. That's what we're working on. Bring it up. Lift the kneecap of that grounded leg. Take the thigh bone back. Roll the shoulders back. Here's the extension. Point. Breathe. And bring it down. Good job. Open the hips just a little bit. Circular motion. Feels good to get moving. Other direction. Back to the center. Good. We'll start with that right leg, reaching out. Again, point the toes, reach out, bring it in, squeeze. Up. Tall upper body. Good, and bring it down. Other side. So just getting warmed up here today. Lift and cross. Lift. I'm watching that chair in the camera, thinking I'm going to hit it. 4. Point the toe, lengthen the legs. We have those long dancer legs. 1 more. And bring it down. So we'll go into those squats. Again, you can use the chair if you're just starting today. And we'll take it down and up. Add a little bicep curls in here. Try to bring those hips down level with the knees. Tiny waist as we exhale up. Hold, little squats. Keeping those shoulders back, hugging the upper inner thighs. We might shift the weight to the inside of the feet. Hold those abs in and up. Take it up. Back down. Tiny waist. Building that internal fire with the breath. And hold at the bottom. Here's those tiny taps as if we were sitting back, tapping the chair, hugging the upper inner thighs. How are we doing? Checking in. And bring it up. All the way up. Open the feet. Take it over. Lift the armpit. Lift the elbow. Roll that shoulder back. Waking up this morning. Really more of a patio class over, but mostly Pilates. Open, reach. And all the way up. Good. Let's turn the toes out, give it a hinge at the hip, bring it forward. Walk those hands forward. Let's open up those hips a little bit, lifting the seat bones in the back. And just take a nice little stretch here. Breathe and open the lungs. And we'll walk the hands back, pop the feet in, and gently take it down. Move that a little bit. I think the dogs are going to stay up there and be okay. Again, I kind of crank the heat up in my house, so I'm going to tap off there. Let's go ahead and let's start all the way down. And we'll just tune into the core. So bring the belly button down and in. The low back comes down into the mat. And let's take a few breaths here. So with each exhalation, we get that feeling of pulling the abs in and up. So even if you were just to lay here and focus on just that breath, you'd still be working all those core muscles. As the belly comes in, the back comes up. So we're engaging that whole core all the way around. Or we can just begin to add a knee in, exhale, bring it down, inhale, exhale, side to side. Warming up the low back a little bit more. And this might be where we stay side to side. You're just starting out. Just encourage you to do the program that you can finish and work into the more advanced postures, exercises, or as my friend Trina likes to say, maneuvers. So for those of you guys who aren't really big on exercise, think of them as maneuvers. Just feels good today. Good. Well, let's get right onto it, moving up. So we're going to roll up through the shoulders here, draw the belly button to the spine. So the shoulders are lifted. Good, reach down. And we're just going to pulse down. We reach the fingertips towards the pinky toes. Neutral spine. Blow it out. Tiny waist, in and out. So again, you might just be pulling those knees in and working on breath. Let's go just a few more. Draw both knees in, keeping the shoulders up. We'll take that left hand to the left ankle, the right hand just below the left knee, inside. Extend that right leg out. 2 pulses in, lift the shoulders. Exhale, exhale, inhale, switch. We're pressing that low back down and in, pulling the abs in and up each time. Moving to singles, in and out. Lengthen the legs out, long dancer legs. Draw both knees into the chest, feet to the floor, bringing the head down, palms down by the sides, lifting the elbows, lifting onto the back of the head, tucking the scapula together, up and down for bridges. Tiny waist as we come down. Lifting the elbows to the sky. Working the booty, the hamstrings, lengthening out through the knees each time. Keep going. Feels good. Getting stronger, longer, leaner. Hold at the top. And we're going to squeeze those knees together and come back to neutral. Squeeze, neutral, squeeze, neutral. And release all the way down, drawing both knees into the chest, rolling up through the shoulders, pressing the low back down and into the mat, belly button to the spine. Okay, so we'll reach those feet up to the sky, point the toes, so we have the long legs, there goes the right leg to the floor, 2 pulses in. And again, we might just be lifting one knee at a time, your option. Two quick exhalations, pumping the abs in and up. Holding both legs up at the top, bring the hands down to hover, alternating kicks. Hang in there. Both legs go up, bend the knees, head comes down, feet go down, palms down. Lift up into that bridge, tuck the scapula together, up and down. Up and down. Even doing 5 minutes more today is 5 minutes more than we did yesterday. Getting better every day. We're getting healthier, stronger, more easily able to adapt. Hold at the top. Here's the knee squeeze together. Neutral. Squeeze together. Exhale in and up. Tiny waist. Breathing. Nice. And gently coming down. Bringing the knees into the chest. We'll reach down to the ankles and we're going to rock up. Ooh. Good. Sitting up nice and tall, hands below the knees, feet are flat. Lifting up nice and tall. And we're just going to release back. Exhaling, tuck the abs in and up. Hugging those knees together. Tiny, tiny waist as we go back. And hold at the back. Let's lift the chest. Come up on the toes if that's an option for you. Release the arms. Extend the right leg or the left leg, whichever one it is for you. And we're just going to reach over the bent knee and tap. Come up. Keeping that leg extended, pointing the toes, knees are together. Lift and open the heart center. One more. Bring it in. And back to that flow. Exhaling. Tiny waist. Inhaling up. Tiny, tiny waist. Work those abs today. Low back. Coming up, extending the left leg or the opposite leg, lifting up. Lift the chest, we'll twist over the bent knee and up. And up. Good. Bringing it all the way up. Let's take a little butterfly stretch here. Bring the soles of the feet in and together. Walk the seat bones back, lifting up nice and tall. And let's release that low back. Sitting up, lengthening the spine, and we'll just add a little twist here, not much. Just releasing some of those muscles a little bit side to side. Get tight around the hips. Coming back to the center. We're going to move into boat pose in yoga, if that's an option for you. So we'll start by bringing the knees in as close to the chest as we can. It might look like this for you today. Up on the tips of the toes. Otherwise, we're going to rock back right to that flat space right above the coccyx. Extend the legs, lengthen out, lift the kneecaps, reaching the arms out, lifting the upper body, and breathing. And bring it down. Good job, circle sweeping up. Exhale, forward fold. Let's start by walking those seat bones back. Hollowing up the belly, sinking in deep. Super good on the back. Taking some action today. We're aware of our bodies. It's Wednesday. It's middle of the week for some of us. We're retired and practicing. It's still the middle of the week. Good. Let's go ahead and take it onto the hands and knees. We're going to throw in a few push-ups today. I'm going to move my mat. Watch my form a little bit better. And again, if you're just starting the practice, I highly recommend that you use modified on the knees. We're still getting a lot of work in the upper body. So we'll come forward. Hands are going to be off the mat, probably. So when we come forward and we come down, we want those elbows to be above the hands, wherever we're at today. Down and up. Keeping the hips elevated and the abs pulled in. Let's just go to failure for today. We're on the knees, using some modified push-ups, active core. And then we'll go ahead and take it back. So really notice that space. The hands are wide off the mat. So we can really notice that space underneath the arms. You know, where we all say that space that keeps waving. We want to stretch the fascia under there and get everything open so the muscle has room to fill that space. We'll lift the elbows here. Lift the armpits, relax the neck. Exhaling, lifting the belly button to the spine. Nice. And let's go back and do one more set. So we can do those modified again, or we can do military. Wherever you're at today, up and down. And I'm ready to sit back if you are too. Lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits. Good, let's go ahead and draw those hands back. And we'll sit up nice and tall, opening the belly. Reaching back. So we might have those fists for wrists. Lift. Bring the hips forward. Little stretch in the abs. We'll move on to a few more legs. And finish with some side planks today. Good, coming up. Tiny waist. Bring it down. So let's move into those fire hydrants. Knees are right under the hips. We're going to take that left leg out to the side, just up and down. Lifting the elbows, lifting the armpits. Eight more. Hang in there. Big circles up and around. Out to the side. Other direction. Great, bring it down. Other side, just up and out. Working into the booty today, into the core. Breathing, tiny waist, each exhalation. We have 8 more. Hang in there. Big circles, up and around. Oh yeah, starting to feel it. Focus. Other direction. Hang in there. And then bring it down. Open the knees and take it back to child's pose. Stretch those hips, bring the forearms down. And think about lifting the seat bones up towards the sky. Starting to sweat. Yay! It's kind of muggy in here today. Lots of rain, lots of rain. Garden's growing. Lots to be thankful for today. Nice. So coming back up, we're going to do some of those half moon flows for the hips. Extend, open, and lift side to side. Just toasting the legs here a little bit, giving them a little bit more. And coming down. Good, let's extend that left leg back, cross it over, and sit back, opening up the hip. We might heel toe back. So we really want to bring the left ASIS down into the right heel. So we give it a little bit of a turn internally here. Belly button to the inner thigh. Breathe. Opening up the whole side body. And gently coming up. Switching sides, cross it over, take it back. Walk it back a little bit farther. Here's that taking the belly button to that inner thigh, reach it forward. Lift the elbow, lift the armpit. Breathing into the side body. And gently coming up. Move my mat back. So let's start with some low side planks. So the knees come forward. We'll start on the elbow. And we're just going to come up. Hips come forward. Shoulders go back. So we're in alignment. We go from neutral to up. So we're squeezing into the underneath side. Neutral. Lift. Blow it out. Hold at the top. Bring that upper hand down and through. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. One more. Just come down, lateral flexion, reach up. Here's where we lift the rib cage, lift the armpit, roll the shoulder over, roll it back, create some space. And gently coming down. And we'll move to the other side. Knees are forward, forearm down. Let's lift the body, bring the hips forward, shoulders back, reach it up. We go from neutral and squeeze up into the obliques, exhaling. Hold at the top, down and through. We reach down and exhaling and inhaling. One more. And up. And down with the hips. Bring it up. Lateral flexion. Lift the rib cage. Roll the shoulders back. Find a little bit more space. Lift the armpit. Lift the elbow. And gently coming down. So let's switch sides. We're going to move into a full side plank. See how we do. So the fingers are going to point forward, not in. Point forward. Keep the joints aligned. We're going to extend the legs out. We might keep one knee bent, or we might even bend and lift the hips right up. So we might just be here today, working on strength. Or we can extend that bottom leg out and reach up. Joints stacked and aligned. We can lift, neutral. Hold at the top. Here's that down and through. Hold at the top and come down. Beautiful. Reach it up. And down. And let's do the other side. Again, fingers face forward. When we lift that shoulder, we're bringing it right over the tips of the fingers. We extend, hips are in alignment. Reaching up. Here's the lift. Blow it out. Tiny waist. Hold at the top, down and through. Up and down. Good job. Let's reach it over one more time. Lifting, lifting, lifting. Very good. And we'll all come back and meet in the center. In a soft seated position. So Pilates classes, usually I do about anywhere from a half hour to 45 minutes. And I definitely suggest, if you guys feel like you need a little bit of Shavasana at the end of your practice to cool down a little bit, or you want to open up your low back or your breath a little bit more and lengthen it out. Definitely an option for you today. Again, I just want to thank you guys for coming, participating, being part of the answer, part of the fitness family. Never give up on yourself. Keep working for a better place. Whether that's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. Thanks for coming, you guys. Let's finish with a deep breath up all together. Drawing the hands to the heart. I hope your booties are sore. Have a great day, you guys. Peace.